Hello, I'm Stuart and this is Luke from Croyd Medical, and this is a short instructional video for you about the Ave 2 birthing bed. So the first thing is, just while I'm stood up this end of the birthing bed, this is the side rail. You've obviously got one on either side of the bed here. If you want to get these up and down, all you're going to do is just squeeze this trigger here and then just rotate that rail out so it's in the stowed position, and then if you want to bring it back up, you just fold it right over like that. These padded parts here are actually designed to be grabbed, so feel free to sort of use them as handrails, etc. But the nice bit about the way that this operates is that you don't need any additional space. So if you've got a unit at the side of the bed or a chair, they don't have to come up like this, so you don't have to move equipment. You can just rotate them back and forwards like that. Okay, so moving towards the bottom end of the bed, we're going to show you how to use the bed to get it into like a lithotomy type position. So you've got integrated leg rests here, both sides of the bed, and then we're going to put the foot section away. So down the side here, you've got three black labels. What we're going to do is put our hand underneath, and we're just going to squeeze these two triggers underneath here. We're going to squeeze the two triggers, and then we're going to fold that all the way over and then let go. So once we've done that, you can now see that you've got three black handles here and a trigger handle here. So all we're going to do is squeeze that trigger handle, and we're just going to set it there for lithotomy. So really easy, literally just fold it all the way over, squeeze the trigger and set it. Your other option then, if you use this bottom lever here, squeeze that actually allows you to telescope the height of this leg rest as well. And if you want to change the position of the leg rest to make it a bit more comfortable again, squeeze the trigger handle and you can move these around however you wish to suit the woman. Okay, so make it as comfortable as possible. The other bit, if I just squeeze this top lever here, that allows you to move it around so you can abduct it, etc. So you've got lots of options in terms of the tailoring of the position of the leg. If we're going to drop that back now and put it back into the flat position, or you want to use the foot plates for pushing against, then what we would recommend is to put this back to flat, use the bottom lever to lower that back into position, squeeze the top two, and of course then you're just going to fold that back, and now they can be used as foot plates to push against. Again, if you use that top lever, you can abduct to here to give yourself a wider foot placement position. And actually, one of the other things that is quite nice is that if we lower that down, you can then come all the way out here. So that gives you 60 degrees of a position here. Not that you'd want legs to be that far out, but of course, if you're the midwife and you want to get better access, Luke could walk around the other side, and you can see he can get a lot closer in this position here. So if we're just going to move that back, let's show you how to use the foot section now. So this is the normal configuration of the bed. On the bottom there, you'll see you've got another three black labels. All you're going to do, squeeze the middle one, and then that allows you to drop the height of the foot section down. Once you squeeze the left-hand one, you can then stow that underneath the bed. No need to lift off the mattress, no need to lift off the end of the bed. Everything's integrated, everything stows under the bed, which means that when you come to use it again, when you bring it back out, everything comes with it. So one thing while we've got it in this position, you do have a suturing bowl, which is just there, and you can disconnect that and take it away for cleaning, etc. You just lift that out just like this, and you can clean it and pop it back in. And that's a 4.5 litre capacity bowl. If we rotate that back so that that's now stowed out of the way, and we're going to bring the foot section back into play, you put your hand on the left-hand lever again, bring that around, and then all you're going to do is squeeze the middle lever and then just bring that up into the regular height position. Now, your other options with the foot section is if you lower that seat section, that foot section down, if you squeeze the right-hand lever, that allows you to get some tilt there. And of course, the tilt is quite nice if you want to put your feet against it. It's also quite nice if the woman on the bed wants to be able to push herself back up, for example. Again, another nice position. But other than that, you can then just bring the bed up to flat, So just flatten that out. You do have this option, which is past flat, again quite nice for repositioning. Otherwise you can just put that back to the regular horizontal position. You'll notice, by the way, that you've got this bar on the end that is designed to help when you're transporting the bed, so you can move it up and down, and you do have the roller bumpers as well, which will protect it on its journey. Just while we're talking about the journey, you have a brake pedal here, and the design of the bed means that everything that's on this side is replicated in exactly the same place on the other side. So as you can see here, the brake pedal, once it's down to the red position, that's braked. Horizontal means all wheels move in all directions, and down to the green part means that this bottom left-hand caster will lock into position. So if you're pushing from the head end, you can't then veer off down the corridor. It will keep it going in a straight line. Once you've got to where you need to go to, just press that red button down, and that's it. Couple of other things while we're here. This is your handle, so squeeze that in and it rotates upwards like that, and of course there's a handle for the woman to grab hold of, and again to drop that back down, just push it in and rotate it back down. On the top end of the bed here is all your electronic controls. So you've got the backrest up and backrest down. You've also got the height adjustment up and down. And then this is a really nice one. This is the seat section up and down. And if I press the seat section up here, you'll notice that you get the perineal tilt. And of course, the beauty of that is that when you're then bringing up the backrest, that helps to keep the woman in a nice position so that she's not then sliding down the bottom end of the bed. And actually what you then might want to do is use the foot section, lower it down slightly, and then tip it upwards, and of course you get a really nice comfortable position that's perfectly positioned ergonomic wise to hold her in a really nice position without sliding. So the other thing that you'll notice is the CPR function, and if you just put your hand underneath here, you squeeze the handle, and that then drops down to flat once you activate the control. So I think that's everything, but if you do need anything else, please just drop us a line at the email that you can see on screen now, or give us a call on the number that you can also now see. Thanks.